What is up, you guys? Thank you so much for being a part of my channel. I really and truly appreciate each and every one of you guys. We're going to be going ahead and getting into what you need to know this week, what you need to be aware of, what you can expect, any messages that may come through from your spiritual team, spiritual advice, if any, if necessary. Alright, so let's see what you can look forward to this week. We've got climbing the ladders to success, promotion, righty-tighty. Okay, what's coming through is something about perfectionism, okay, and Sagittarius, okay? So for some of you, I feel like there's something going on right now in your career, in your job, all right? I feel like you may actually be being picked on a little bit because of your perfectionism, or like the way that you handle things, the way that you're moving forward. But I feel like this cycle in your life is wrapping up, okay? And it's wrapping up pretty quickly, all right? I feel like there is somebody who has been watching you move, the way that you handle your stuff, the way that you know, pick things up, tidy things up, put things together, organizational. There's something about your organizational skills that is being looked into in this time. And I feel like somebody really likes that about you. I feel like you are very nurturing. There's something about you're qualified for some kind of position. Okay? It's being recognized this week. Alright? For some of you, you may have felt like you are going to have, like, how long are you going to have to continue to keep putting forward all of this effort, okay? Making sure that something is seen, something is observed. I feel like it is definitely being observed in this time, okay? I feel like there's something about you're not supposed to be looking at it, or you're not supposed to pay attention, or there's something about this that you're supposed to act like you don't see it, okay? Or they're telling you to just act like you don't see it. This is definitely giving observation, okay? So some of you may be under some kind of observation in this time to see if you have the, I heard know-how, okay, to see if you have, you know, what it is that you need, the skills, the attention, the dedication to receiving some kind of promotion, okay? This is something that you put a lot of work into. I feel like there's something about patience that's coming through. You've had to have patience with the situation, patience with the dynamic, constantly picking up things, constantly reorganizing, reworking things. This was all to see how you would handle the different aspects of this, okay? There's something about the way that you handle things being very pristine. Okay, we've got Capricorn. And then we've got lucky number 7. So I feel like there is somebody here who has been watching your work ethic, watching the way that you move. And it's like they're wanting to partner up with you in this time, okay? Like this is somebody here who may be in the office that's about to try to start, like, I feel like you may actually have somebody shadowing you in the office. I don't know if it's this week or next week. I feel like it's somebody that you're having to teach the ropes for your job. Because they're about to have your old job and you're being pushed into something new. You're being pushed into something better, okay? Yeah, you've got the Wheel of Fortune. So this is a really good week for you, a lucky week for you. I heard lucky break, okay? You may be seeing 777, and look, there you may legitimately feel like you have gotten some kind of lucky break, okay? What's not seen about, or what else do I need to know about this lucky break? The Wheel of Fortune. It's like being patient while you're on the bottom, okay? Working your way through to make it to the top, or to get to the next level in your career, get to the next level of a cycle. Whatever this is that has felt repetitive, constant, like you wanted to get off the wheel. You're like, I'm on a hamster wheel. Am I ever going to get off? Should I even stay here? Should I even keep working on this? Should I even go back and forth with this mess? You are exactly where you need to be. I don't know why I'm needing to come through with that kind of reassurance for you, but here it is, okay? We got 7 of Wands, 6 of Swords, and yeah, it is smooth sailing for you this week, okay? Things that were previously hard, possibly constantly having to defend your spot, defend your territory, defend your actions, you're past that, okay? That is on the back. Sorry, y'all, they cut me off. Anyways, So, back to what I was saying, like, I feel like you are already through the hardest part. You have already made it through one of the toughest cycles, okay? You've already put in the work. You've shown your facts. You've shown whatever. And it's like, it's about to be smooth sailing from here on out, okay? I feel like there is somebody here who is actually coming in to kind of usher you out of a situation this week. All right, because it's like they've seen all of the dedication that you put into something. They've seen all the detail. They've seen all the work. It's like you stay on top of your shit, okay? You just stay on top of your shit. And people love that about you, okay? That may have been a source of some of the competition that you have had to deal with up until this point. But there's somebody here who is about to side with you and help you, propel you forward, or propel you out of a situation that you know that you ain't got no business being in. Okay, so this week I feel like you're going to be very happy with whatever this is that's coming through for you, and it feels like it's your ride out, your ticket out. There's something about getting out of a situation that is very volatile and moving into an energy, instead of constantly having to defend yourself with all of these people, okay, all these accusations that may have been being made, or people having to stay on top of every little thing that you're doing. You're being ushered out of this because somebody genuinely loves you. They genuinely love the work that you put in. You're being ushered out of that into a more peaceful energy where you're being doted on, okay? For some of you, this could definitely be in regards to a connection, a relationship of some sort, all right? I'm definitely feeling like you're a little bit nervous on how this goes. I feel like you may be getting some kind of news that's coming in about this person who is going to be shadowing you this week. It's like having to watch the ropes from you, see how you do things. I feel like you may be a little bit nervous about that. For some of you, you may have had to kind of teach somebody a certain way of doing things, a certain way of handling things. But it's like you might have been worried about if you were going to lose your position because you're having to teach this person something. But it's like, because you teach them, I guess, the things that you know, you do it the right way, regardless of what you're having to put up with in the time frame or whatever it is that you're having to deal with. You were having patience with this situation. It's definitely giving like undercover boss type energy as well. Where you may have been put in the face of adversity, having to deal with very hectic situations, hectic personalities. You're being pretty much escorted out of a situation that is like dealing with people who are very angry. That's almost feeling like a service position. For some of you, you may, if you were in the field and having to deal with like constantly dealing with customer service issues, constantly dealing with bickering, people who don't know how to communicate, don't want to communicate in the right way, constantly have a problem. That's not what you're going to deal with this week, okay? That's in the past. You've just moved past that. Like you are being transported out of that energy this week, okay? All of the hustle and bustle, all of the hard work. I feel like for some of you, you may end up in the office or something. Like if you were in a service position, this week you may be getting news of a new something that they're opening up. They may have even created a freaking position just for you. I'm not even gonna lie to you. That's kind of what I'm seeing here. Because they love you that much, they don't want you to go anywhere, and they know how much of an asset you are to the corporation, or how much of an asset you are to the team. They want to see you thrive. And it's like, I feel like they may be making certain accommodations for you this week to make sure that you are sitting comfortable in the energy. You could be dealing with a Sagittarius, you could be dealing with a Capricorn, okay? For some of you, if this is in regards to a love dynamic, if you've been dealing with, situations that you're constantly having to clean up somebody's mess, maybe around your home, I feel like you're about to see some kind of shift take place within that connection, within that partnership. If you are constantly at each other's throats, I feel like it's something about like the energies in the environment. Okay. For some of you, it's like that energy this week is just, it's getting right. Okay. You're being ushered out of having to constantly defend yourself, constantly defend your actions, constantly defend your words, constantly stay on top of things. That's not going to be the case this week. even in regards to love connections. For some of you, you may actually be talking to somebody about moving in together, moving out of a situation, okay, or somebody's trying to help you move out of a situation because they love you. You may be back and forth about it, but there's somebody here who's like, nah, I know you're going to be good. I feel like you'd be perfect doing this or with me over here. Y'all, I need to sneeze. Hold on a second. I'm sorry. For those of you who have just met somebody new, okay, I feel like, or you're in a relationship, it's like, it looks like meeting somebody who is about to make you start thinking differently about partnerships and relationships, okay? Some of you may have thought that you were going to go through your life single, alone, or you were destined to go through life alone, okay? But there's somebody here who is coming into your life, or who you are linking back up with, who is about to make you see love differently, make you see life differently. I feel like this person is a very calm individual. I don't feel like this is anybody who's very calculated. It's somebody who's just very calm, okay? This may also be an air sign. Alright, this person sees the good in you, sees the potential in you, loves you for who you are, loves you for your mind, okay? I feel like this is different. There's something about this that's different, okay? I feel like this is somebody who may be outside of your comfort zones, but it's like you kept dealing with certain people in your past who were constantly poking at you, pushing you. I wouldn't say pushing you around. It kind of feels like aggressive or possibly abusive type relationships or connections. I feel like this week is the week where it's like somebody's waking you up to the way that love is supposed to look, the way that things